Do you guys actually mind if I put on a little bit of lipstick right now, because my lips are feeling extremely dry tonight and I think it's because I didn't exfoliate them. Oh, that is much better. Look at my hand though. Oh, rock on!
Ooh, Barracuda!
During this video the lighting may change, the angle also may change because I have to keep turning the camera off every 10 minutes, take out the memory card, run to my computer, plug it in, move the file, plug the memory card back in the camera and start recording again. I just want to get this video up for you guys and I think it's really important to raise awareness and talk about it. So, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am all looked up and ready to go now. I really want to talk about body issues and men. They really do go hand in hand and I don't think the media or anyone is talking enough about it at all. When was the last time you switched on a TV and someone was talking about men with anorexia, men with body issues, men with certain other issues? It comes along once in a blue moon and you're so shocked by it. You're like, oh, they put a man in that advertisement with bulimia or anorexia? That's strange. It's just girls. We should not be thinking that it's only females who deal with anorexia nervosa, bulimia, body dysmorphic disorder. Men deal with the same issues as females do when it comes to the body and mind. It's just a fact. Very much when you see anyone talking about anorexia, bulimia, body dysmorphic disorder, you will always see it's aimed at females. That really annoys me for the sheer fact I have suffered with bulimia and near enough anorexia, body dysmorphic disorder, but men don't seem to get the same response when they are suffering from the same symptoms as girls. I was told to go call someone, I'll give you a free phone number and you just speak to that person. Even though I had dropped like 3 stone and I was underweight. For my height, I was 9 stone and I'm 6'2". That's underweight. And my doctor had the cheek to turn around and say, just speak to someone on the phone. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whilst I am just back from running for hours, starving myself, and I remember that day like it was yesterday because it was the day I popped 46 laxatives just to clean out my body of every fucking mineral and vitamin there was. This doctor is telling me to go phone someone. We just don't seem to be taken seriously enough when men suffer from the same fucking things. It's so annoying. It's about time that we realise that boys get depressed, boys get called fat and it hurts them, boys get called ugly and it hurts them, boys get hit and abused, boys get suicidal and boys feel pain, and it's about time someone started speaking about it. It hurts me because I've been in that situation where you feel as though no one is listening to you, and the fact that you cannot get the same response from a doctor when you are begging for help. But if I was a girl sitting there underweight, anorexic and looking depressed and malnourished, she would know straight away that I was either suffering from an eating disorder or something else terrible was happening. She wouldn't get told to just go and call someone on a free phone and speak to them and you'll be magically helped. No! It's so frustrating. I'm gonna chat now about my history with bulimia and anorexia, and I'll try and dive straight in to the deep shit, so be prepared. This may be triggering for some viewers. If you get triggered easily when it comes to eating disorders and etc., I would cut off right now and go and find another video that may help you, because sometimes I just talk so much and I don't realise that it is triggering for other people. Sorry. So you know in the UK the number of adult men who have been taken to the hospital suffering from eating disorders has risen to 70%. That is the same rate of increase as women. Take that in, that's frightening. And do you know what I really do believe? I know I can't blame this on a TV show, obviously, because times are changing with the internet and stuff, social media, Instagram, men seem to feel the need to look better, I understand that. But I remember specifically when I started looking around and seeing boys dress gay, shall we say. After these programs like The Only Way is Essex and Love Island, men started looking at themselves and realising, damn, we need to step it up. It used to be so much easier for us gay guys to clock another gay guy, but now that these straight guys have style, it's so much more difficult for us. Now every guy just looks a bit gay. That makes sense? That's not homophobic, am I? I'm a proud faggotron, okay? And I'm a bottom, so I can't be homophobic. My brain is everywhere this morning, I do apologise. Anyway, what was I saying? So a little bit about me and my eating disorders and body issues. I remember being young and I was about 6 or 7 in primary school and we had just sort of started and it was lunchtime and I remember specifically it was potato paquettes. Is that how you say it? Potato paquettes? It was potatoes anyway, and I was hiding them in my pocket and I remember looking around and everyone was eating and I was slowly taking them off the plate and pretending to eat something whilst putting the other one in my pocket. And I sat through class from lunchtime to I went home with these potato croquettes crunched up in my pocket. Got home and threw them in the trash at home. No one was none the wiser, but that's my earliest memory of having some issues around food. Now, I can say I don't know if this is because of things that was going on in my life, and my gran had just died and she was like a carer for me. Every weekend she took me and she died, and then I had to deal with my parents, who you guys should know by now suffered from alcoholism, so everything was just happening at the one time, and perhaps in my brain that was the only way of coping. The only thing I could control in my life. You wouldn't believe that 6-year-olds or 7-year-olds could do that, but sadly they can and will continue to until we start raising more awareness around boys and eating disorders. It's so sad that as a kid, as a 6-year-old, I never seen anything to do with boys suffering with these sort of issues. I couldn't just go online. I couldn't watch TV and movies and stuff and see boys like me suffering from bulimia, anorexia. No, it was always just girls standing on the scale. Those were the types of movies and TV shows that were always out, but none for us boys, and that really needs to start changing, because with Netflix and everything you would assume they would already make a TV show about that or something to do with it, just like they have with Insatiable, the new Netflix TV show with the girl and the whole fat shaming thing and her body issues. Again, that is all focused around a girl, a female. It's almost like the world doesn't seem to give a shit that boys go through the same emotional abuse as girls do. We go through the same fucking mental issues as girls do. Boys are hurting, boys are in pain. No one is giving us a platform to show other young kids dealing with these issues that it's going to be okay. We all are suffering with these demons, to show these young boys that they are not alone. Men are dying, they're taking their own lives, they are suffering inside, but they are told to put on a brave face and shut the f up and deal with it. It's such a caveman mentality that it's so stupid and far from where we are as a society today. Anyway, I'm jumping forward. I need to go back to what I was talking about before. I do remember seeing a difference in men when it came to TV shows such as The Only Way is Essex here in the UK, Love Island also here in the UK. Men started caring about their bodies. You could look on Instagram and you'll see many Instagram models with the exact same body shape, arms popping out their skull with a little tiny head and tiny legs, raging with roid rage, and no one has asked the question why. No one seems to want to bring up the fact that being overly healthy and being extreme with your diet every day and gym, that is also another sign of an eating disorder. Eating disorders are not just anorexia and bulimia. This is not me just saying that, this is actually what's out there now. They are realising that there's other types of eating disorders, it's not just anorexia and bulimia. So don't come for me guys, okay? I didn't just make that shit up. Okay? No one's asking the question why these boys feel the need to pump themselves with dangerous steroids that they're getting from a guy at the gym. They have no clue what they're injecting themselves with or what pill they're taking. All they know is it's steroids, and if that guy looks like that, I want to look like that, so I'm gonna take them. That's a fucking eating disorder. I took diet pills to get thin. You're taking pills, steroids to build muscle. Yeah, we have boys with great bodies now. People are actually taking care of themselves. We have great goddesses walking amongst us. But in reality, is that worth it if they are dealing with stuff mentally? So when it comes to my body issues and my eating disorder, I used to do certain drugs and certain things to lose a lot of weight and not eat. That was my thing, just not eat. And if I did slip and eat, make myself sick. But things came to a head when my mum had heard me being sick. I was making myself sick after a meal and she must have been listening. I don't know why, I thought I could conceal it better. So I was being sick, and when I came out, she said, "Were you being sick there?" And I was like, "No, why would I be sick?" No, I was coughing, I was like choking. And she's like, "No, you weren't, you were being sick." But she said it in a way where I was like, denial mode, like try and defend yourself, make up some shit. But my mum was not that dumb, and she obviously did not believe it. But that was it. That was the end of that discussion. That was all it took for me to start being more paranoid and taking buckets with a little bit of water into my room after a meal, be sick in that bucket, then when I knew the coast was clear, sneak into the toilet and pour it down the pan. It got to the stage I was doing that all the time, and I was sitting in my room one night doing a shitload of cocaine myself, watching a Disney movie with a bucket of puke over there, and I realised I'm not doing these drugs for fun. I'm not doing these drugs to socialise because there's no one here, it's just me in a Disney movie with puke in a bucket. What the fuck? About a week or two after that, my friend's aunt and mum said to me, "Oh my god, Scott, you look fucking frail. What's happening? You need to put on weight." Whilst I'm literally chittering like this, freezing, and I realised I had always had the flu due to the sheer fact my body could not fight off anything. It just could not fight. My immune system was so low that I was just catching the cold every other week. It seemed like every other day, to be honest. But I got through it by taking more drugs and upping myself, and there was a whole system I had. Men suffer too, and we need to do something about it. So I've left links below to web pages if you think you are suffering from bulimia, anorexia or anything else. The links down below to check out, just in case you want to maybe see if you do have an issue that you haven't noticed yet. I just realised I'm talking a lot with my hands in this video, what the fuck? I think it's just to keep it interesting. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting right now. Let's just raise fucking our voices and raise awareness. Let men hurt too, men suffer too. Hashtag men suffer too. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. All my social media is down below, and listen to my music via the link below as well. soundcloud.com/McGoldrick. Thanks for watching, guys. Love ya. Mwah.